everyone. I'm here at Olmstead Place State Park in Ellensburg, Washington. If you've never been here, check it out. It's a pretty neat place. It's historical homestead. So my intention was to come out here and share with you a lesson that had come up for me a couple weeks ago. But as I was getting here and getting the camera set up, the ancestors said, nope, you're not talking about that. We want you to talk about boundaries and limits and how it kind of forces you to stay in your comfort zone. And so what the ancestors were saying to me is they wanted me to be uncomfortable. And what they meant by that was here I had planned to come here and say something specific that I'd kind of rehearsed in my mind, but they're like, nope, talk about the boundaries, talk about being uncomfortable. We want you to be uncomfortable. So here I am, kind of uncomfortable because I wasn't quite sure what they wanted me to say. So anyways, what they're saying is we often set boundaries for ourselves, and we set those boundaries to stay in our own comfort zone. And sometimes they're self-imposed, and sometimes they're imposed by others who might tell us that we can't do something, or we tell ourselves we can't do something. And so we consistently just stay within those boundaries. And what the ancestors are saying is it's really time to start breaking out of those boundaries, those limitations that we're placing on ourselves. And even if it's uncomfortable, and that's what they're saying right now, are you really uncomfortable? Is it really so bad? And I'm like, no, not really. Okay, I'm just kind of going with this. It's uncomfortable, but I can still do this. And so that's what the ancestors are wanting you to hear today, is that to take a look at your life and see where you might be putting boundaries up, where you're limiting yourself, and try to step outside of that. Even if you're feeling uncomfortable when you start, it's probably not going to be so bad. And sometimes we can step into the things that we really want to do if we allow ourselves to move past those uncomfortable pieces, those limits that we're placing on ourselves. And sometimes we can create things that we never even knew were there because we weren't willing to step past those boundaries that we placed on ourselves. And so the ancestors just wanted me to be the first one sitting here uncomfortable, stepping past my boundaries, my limitations of what I think I could possibly sit in front of the camera and say, and make that beginning for all of you to have the courage to do so yourself, and whatever limitations you might be putting up for yourself, and step beyond that. Make yourself a little bit uncomfortable and see where that takes you. Don't sit in those limitations that you've placed on yourself, or maybe someone else has placed on you. So I'm just going to show you just a little bit more of the Olmstead Place so you can see the beauty of it as well. And if you like my content, just remember to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.